Hey guys, today I have some new skincare reviews to share with you. This is going to be focused on some newer products that were recently released by Pixi. I have been really intrigued with Pixi skincare ever since I fell in love with her Glow Tonic, which I am completely obsessed with. I feel like that is just like a magic in a bottle type of solution. I swear it's just filled with like unicorn tears and happiness and all good things in this world for your skin because I love it that much. But ever since I've tried that out, I've really been interested in trying out more of her skincare, especially because it is a drugstore brand. Obviously, it's more affordable, and anytime I can save a little bit of money on skincare, I'm all about. And so I saw that she recently released some newer things inside of Target, and I thought I would go ahead and try them all out and just let you know my thoughts on everything that I've been trying out so far. So if you guys would like to see my reviews on these products, then go ahead and keep watching. So the first product I'm going to be talking about is the Pixi plus Caroline Herrons. I'm not sure who that is, but that is, I guess, the partnership person on this product. And this is the Double Cleanse. So this is a duo step cleanser. One side is a solid cleansing oil and the other side is a cream cleanser. And this is a really nice, gentle, nourishing, anti-aging type of cleanser. And I say anti-aging because of the key ingredients that both of these sides do contain. The solid cleansing oil does have vitamin E to condition the skin, camellia oil to nourish, and primrose oil to heal and moisturize. And then the other side, which is the cleansing cream, contains vitamin C to promote collagen production, peptide complex to relax lines and plump the skin, and then another magical ingredient, which I'm not even going to try to pronounce, that is meant to improve cell renewal and elasticity in the skin. Now, one thing I really do like about the solid cleansing oil is that it's a very lightweight formula. It does a good job of actually breaking up my makeup and kind of melting it all off my skin without leaving any type of heavy, greasy residue. It rinses off completely clean. It just isn't as like messy or greasy feeling on the skin as other cleansing oils I've tried. So that is really awesome. As for the cream cleanser, it almost kind of feels like a cold cream, like the texture of it, not so much the sensation, but it does have the texture of a cold cream. It's very lightweight. It's not like a rich, dense type of formula. It's very lotiony feeling. It honestly does feel almost like you're kind of going in with a lotion on your skin, but it's very gentle. It does leave my skin feeling really soft. And one thing to note with these is that they didn't break me out at all, and I do have pretty sensitive skin. So I feel like if you have combo to drier skin, this is really awesome. Oily skin people can use this too. No hate towards oily skin people. I'm an oily skin person, but I do feel like if you're somebody that doesn't like formulas that strip the skin or leave you really tight and dry, this is a really awesome two-step cleanser. Now, one thing I will say though is that on those heavier makeup days, this combo just does not do the trick for me. The solid cleansing oil I have zero problems with. I think it does amazing for taking off my makeup. The cream cleanser, on the other hand, I feel like sometimes doesn't really give me as deep of a clean as I would like. So on those really heavy makeup days, I probably have to go in with a different cleanser, like something maybe more gel-based that's really gonna get in there and kind of loosen up the excess makeup or dirt and oil on my skin. This one, sometimes I feel like there's still a little bit of stuff left on my skin even after going in with both of these steps. So it kind of just depends on how much makeup you're using that day, but that is the only real gripe that I have in terms of the formula. But I do feel like it's a really great, gentle two-step cleanser. Again, the cleansing oil is great at removing makeup, and the cream cleanser is a really nice moisturizing cleanser for the skin. The next product I'm going to be talking about is the Pixi Peel and Polish Resurfacing Concentrate, which, first of all, can we just appreciate this packaging right now? But basically, this is just a face exfoliator. I think this is really great if you're somebody that likes the feeling of a a manual exfoliant, like you like the feeling of scrubbing all those dead skin cells away. This is nice because it does have those little like exfoliants in there, but it's also great for people that like a chemical exfoliator or find those to be more effective for them because it does contain a chemical exfoliant in there as well. And just to go over some of the main ingredients, it says that it does contain natural fruit enzymes to loosen dead skin cells, lactic acid to exfoliate, sugar extracts to polish and lift dullness and brighten the skin. And this does have a really nice, light, fruity type of smell, so it smells really good and really refreshing on the skin. And the way that you use this is you pretty much just apply a thin layer over your skin, and if you want, they say during the first 30 seconds or so, you can kind of go in and gently massage the face, and then just leave it on for 2 minutes after that. One thing to note is that this is a little bit of a coarser exfoliator, so if you are a scrub-a-dub-dub kind kind of person where you like that feeling. This is slightly on the coarser side. So yeah, can be a little bit abrasive on the skin. So with me, for instance, when I was using this, it did leave my skin feeling a little bit dry and tight afterwards. I did feel like it was maybe a little bit too abrasive for my skin type. Now, I did go in and scrub my face with it, so maybe if I had just left it on normally, I wouldn't have experienced the same thing. I am still testing it out. I've only tried it maybe 3 times so far, and every time I've scrubbed my face with it. So that is one thing to note if you are someone that likes the feeling of an exfoliator. This is a slightly more harsher one on the skin. I wouldn't say that this necessarily gave me like an intense brightening effect afterwards. It really was more so about the texture of my skin. My skin just looked and felt so much more smooth and even and just soft. So that is one thing I will say about this, is that it was really, really good for actually smoothing out my skin and kind of resurfacing it. The next product that I want to talk about is probably my favorite, and it's the Pixi Glow O2 Oxygen Mask, and it says that this is a bubbling brightening boost. I am a longtime fan of oxygen masks. One of my absolute favorites is the Peter Thomas Roth brightening bubbling mask. I think that's what it's called, but it is one of my go-tos. It just instantly brightens my skin, it revives my skin, and so I am just completely obsessed with that mask. And when I saw this, I got so excited because I was hoping it was going to give me a pretty similar result to the Peter Thomas Roth one. And basically this is like a gel-like type of mask that kind of foams up on the skin, and it is an anti-fatigue mask. So what this is meant to do is pretty much revive your skin. To me, this is kind of like a really great way to fake a facial. It's kind of like a facial in a bottle, which is how I describe the Peter Thomas Roth one as well. And to give you a quick rundown of what's in here, it is jam-packed with a ton of amazing ingredients. It has oxygen complex, vitamins, ginseng, caffeine, antioxidants, probiotics to strengthen your skin, and lactic acid to detoxify. And the way that you apply this is you just smooth it onto your face, you leave it on for 2 to 3 minutes, and you will start to see it lightly foam up on the skin. And then you go and rinse it off, and what you're left with is just the prettiest complexion. I have to say, I don't feel like it's an exact dupe for the Peter Thomas Roth one. I do feel like the one I get, or the results I get from that, are slightly more dramatic, but this is a damn near second. Let me tell you, this is amazing. I think one of the things I love the most about this is how much it affected or minimized the appearance of my pores, especially on my cheeks and my nose. What this does is kind of just blur all of that out. It kind of looks like I applied a primer to my skin, except there's no primer. It's just my actual skin, which is totally crazy. And what I also love about this is just how much it calmed my redness down. It evened out my skin tone. My skin felt and looked so moisturized. It honestly does look like I got a facial the day before after applying this guy. But I feel like the more problems you have with your skin, the more you're actually gonna love this. If there's anything new in your skincare routine that I would encourage you to start including, it would be this guy. So the final product that I'm going to be sharing is the Pixi Sun Mist with chamomile and bamboo extracts. This is one of the newer facial sprays, and it does have SPF 30 in it. And I was really intrigued by this because I thought it would be great just for throwing in my bag, especially for those days where I want to touch up on my sunscreen throughout the day. I can kind of just easily mist this on my skin, and it also has chamomile in there to really help calm the skin. It also contains aloe and also bamboo extracts to help with collagen production and preventing fine lines and wrinkles. So it's kind of a really great anti-aging, soothing type of sunscreen mist is the best way I can describe it, which I think is awesome. And I actually prefer using this before my foundation application, and you'll see why in a second. But before I do that, I'm just gonna quickly spray it on my face. And it is a very high sunscreen scent, if you're curious. And I'm not sure how well you guys are able to see, but it almost leaves a little bit of a splotchy finish on the skin, and it does have a little bit of like iridescence in there as well. I wouldn't say it's like a chunky, crazy glitter, but it is something with a little bit of a shimmer and sheen, and I actually don't mind that. I don't feel like it's unflattering or greasy looking on the skin, but it is kind of obvious on the face. So unfortunately for me, I feel like by just spraying this on, it's not something you can kind of mist on your face and keep it like moving throughout the day. I have to carry like a small stippling brush, which I think is the best way to kind of get it to push into the skin without disrupting your makeup underneath. Otherwise, you're kind of left with like these little white speckles all over your face since it does contain sunscreen. That is the only thing I would say about it, is that it's maybe not the most convenient thing in the world if you don't have anything to kind of press the rest of it in. Maybe I'll just use my hands, why not? Other than that, I really love it. I feel like this is such a great solution for reapplying SPF throughout the day. I really can feel the chamomile in it as well, which is awesome because it does feel very soothing and light on the skin and kind of refreshing. I just would have to say it's a little bit more user-friendly before your foundation application. Okay guys, so that is everything that I had to review. If there are any Pixi skincare products that you really love, or if you've tried any of these things out yourself, definitely let me know in a comment down below what your thoughts were. If you guys did enjoy this review, please be sure to give it a thumbs up, and if you're new to my channel, definitely don't forget to subscribe. Otherwise, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye.